government today, they are creating the new programs.
How important, from your experience, is the sustainability on projects like on...
Most of the developers in the area, some of them, they are doing new things to take care about the garbage. And for the end of this year, we're going to be around 137,000 rooms. Remember that timing is the most important thing in real estate.
Yeah, exactly. Investors, good morning and welcome to a new video in our channel. In today's video, we got a really critical topic that we're gonna talk with a special guest that just in a second I'm gonna introduce himself. But we're gonna talk about Chemuyil. Chemuyil is I checked some information online, and it says that Chemuyil is a small town but significant town. And with Enrique, which is one of the most influential people in real estate in Riviera Maya, we got the honor to talk about Chemuyil. And if you guys stay during the video, we're gonna talk about also not only Chemuyil, but also one of his projects in this area. So, Enrique, thank you so much for your time.
Osvaldo, thank you very much for this space. I really appreciate the effort that you have been doing in your channel. I think that you are making things happen, and that you are giving a lot of exposure to the Mexican Caribbean. I think is what we require in this moment.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
And before to start with all the information, which is like literally, guys, if you are looking for something that is quite unique in Riviera Maya, that it would be the video for you guys. And before to do that, Enrique, can you tell us a little bit of yourself, your background, where are you from, everything. We want to know a little bit about yourself first.
Sure, Osvaldo. Well, let me introduce myself so everybody can understand when we reach the project, how do we arrive to this concept that we already generate. Well, I have been on the real estate market for the past 30 years.
Okay.
I started in Mexico City, and then 20 years ago, I started in Cancun.
Okay.
So I learned a lot of things of development staying in Cancun. My main core is the commercial. I used to be like the salespeople. So I learned how to receive the customers, and then I improved myself, and I became in the past 10 years like a partnership of some developers they arrived to Riviera Maya, and they didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So from my background as seller, I know the area.
Yeah.
So I teach them, and I show them where were like the opportunities to develop, and what kind of product to develop in the area.
Okay.
So from that background, I discovered new areas. Then I jumped to Playa del Carmen when was the boom, the real estate boom, like 12 years ago when there was nothing.
Just started, right? The city 12 years ago.
So I learned how the city
Okay.
grow up. And then today I'm involved in personal projects with all this learning that I get from the mistakes of other developers.
Right.
And the area that they haven't developed, I found areas with a lot of potential. So that's the reason that today I am developing in Chemuyil.
And that's exactly that we are gonna go now to enter to. No, first to the project, but we're gonna talk about something that I start to learn more. I'll be honest with you, with Enrique, with this area of Riviera Maya, that I really like the destination. However, not all the time is just to sell something. Sometimes we have to think about the sustainability, what else we got on the market, and in that part, the first thing that I would like to ask Enrique is about the sustainability programs that they are implementing in certain parts of Riviera Maya, in this case in Chemuyil. How does it work, that part in Chemuyil?
Well, I think that the main thing is to understand the state of Quintana Roo. How big is it? and all the new areas and the fastest growing places that we have today. We've been like Playa del Carmen used to be like the first city in growing for a lot of years.
Right.
And now we have Tulum that is growing so fast. And then in this moment we have the south area of the states that the government is pushing to develop.
Okay.
But now what the government is doing is, first of all, to establish the territory.
Okay.
So we have Cancun, we have Playa del Carmen, we have Tulum, and then we have the new area in the south. So the government today, they are creating the new programs, the new programs of the territory. So for the end of this year, we're going to have some PDU, it's like the Programa de Ordenamiento Urbano in all these areas.
Right.
So in those programs, we have another programs that they are getting more importance to the sustainability. Okay. So the government today, they know that they need to take care about the environmental conditions, and they know that we have in Quintana Roo one of the most bigger environment that they need to take care of. They need to take care more.
How important, from your experience, is the sustainability on projects like on our main core with Enrique is the real estate? To have these programs, the government is working with you guys, with the developers to implement those projects. But how important is this sustainability in the future for the Riviera Maya?
Well,
what is the impact, right?
Well, today I think is the most important thing that we need to take care. Climate change.
Right.
I think that we already notice how it's changing in all around the world. The weather is getting wrong, so we need to take care about our surrounding.
Right.
And from that point, the government they are improving in their mindset. Then the developers are working in a self-regulation in this moment.
Okay.
There are some certifications that they are viable, but they designed to be done on the big cities, on the big buildings and that kind of stuff. So we are getting like more information how to take care about our environmental. And what I've been learning is like most of the developers in the area, some of them, they are doing new things to take care about the garbage.
Okay.
How they build, how they use new materials. And how they treat the water. I think that is one of the most important things that we need to take care about, because one of our main resources that we have in Quintana Roo is water.
Yeah.
So in this moment we have a new certification that they are arriving to the area, and they are learning how to manage that kind of stuff. Okay.
And in that part also, like there's some opportunities, some areas that we need to work on that part. And the next question that we got is like, what challenges has the government faced in trying to implement those sustainability programs? Is there something that it might not doing correct? There's something that they need to implement more in that part, the government, with you as a real estate part? Well,
I think like the first challenge like the government has is like as fast that we are growing the cities. That's like the main concern that the government has, because we still receiving developers, investors, hotels that they are building. We have over 133,000 rooms.
Right.
And for the end of this year, we're going to be around 137,000 rooms.
Oh, wow.
Plus over 600 developments that we have now in the area. So that's the main challenge like the government has, the fastest growing that we have in the area. So I think that they are doing the right things to establish the new territories.
Okay.
Where they establish what they can build, what developers they can build in the land.
Right.
But with like a big master plan of the cities.
I see.
That we didn't have on time. So now the new government of the state, they are working with the municipality to establish that regulations.
Nice. In that case, like just all this important information about the destination and Chemuyil, we are filtered apart. We were talking with Enrique, like, let's go to the macro thing and just go deep and just like see this niche that we are talking right now, which is Chemuyil. And the next question that is kind of part of the Chemuyil part, which is like, what's the characteristics make Chemuyil ideal for implementing those programs of sustainability? Because as far as I know, Chemuyil is more like, if I'm making the right answer or the right response, is green, is different projects that they're implementing in Chemuyil. So what is this part in Chemuyil, the characteristics?
Let me share what I think of Chemuyil, because Chemuyil is an area that is walking distance to the beach. You can go with a bicycle in less than 5-10 minutes from this area. And the government designed Chemuyil a long time ago. So they established a master plan. They set up infrastructure.
Right.
They provide energy. They provide water treatment plants. They provide water, clear water from the city hall. They build some roads, and they create a small community. A small community that used to be like for the support of the workers of the hotel zone that they were planning in that time.
Okay.
So we have Bahia Principe with 3,000 rooms. We have huge hotels in that area.
Right.
So the government worked very hard to establish that area.
Right.
So when they designed this place, they built a small town and they built small houses for the workers.
Right.
And the workers, they didn't bought the houses. And then some expats, they bought those houses.
Really?
And they start like rebuilding and giving like more charm to the home. So we start receiving a lot of foreigners that they established in that area, because the price of those homes were affordable,
right,
and they were walking distance to the beach. Plus,
right,
they have very nice cenotes open to the public. That is weird to find those kind of cenotes.
It is.
As a public.
Right.
Usually they charge you to enter. So these people that arrive to live in that area, they take care about the surroundings. So there they did a good job. And another thing very important of Chemuyil is that we have I don't know how to say, like a jungle that haven't been taken out.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's like a virgin area. Like
It's a virgin area, and the developers, they are doing like a very middle to low density project.
I see.
We have holistic centers, a lot of holistic centers.
Right.
So everybody that arrived there is like a magic town with a very without noise.
Yeah, it is.
So, and today we have a new infrastructure.
Right.
We have a new roads that with concrete, and we have energy and we have water. So I think Chemuyil today is an affordable place. As I told you, it's walking distance to the ocean. We have a new German school, 5 minutes from Chemuyil. We have the PGA golf course. So we have a lot of elements that transform Chemuyil to be one of the jewels of the crown of Riviera Maya.
Yeah. Just to make a little resume with this, because I got too many questions for Enrique, but like this area looks like a hidden gem, like something that is not, and we wanted to keep it like this. We don't want to make it too big, but it's important if you are looking for this type of sustainability projects to stay in the video, because we're going to talk now about the project with Enrique. But that is very important what Enrique says. You are close to Tulum, not in not in downtown Tulum. You are close to Tulum. It's the surroundings are with gated communities,
right,
close to the sea. You got two different areas or two different beaches called Escacel and Escacelito,
right,
which are the areas where the turtles keep their eggs. So it's too beautiful when you come and see Chemuyil. If you are looking for something that we say with Enrique too many times, which is like the wellness. wellness part in Chemuyil, and the project that we're going to talk a little bit later is about the wellness part. How the wellness in industry is growing worldwide, not only in Chemuyil. How you see the wellness in the projects on real estate?
Just to give it like a step forward, remember that 2020 gave us a new opportunity.
Right.
So most of the people around the world, they discover like the most value thing that we have in ourselves is the wealth.
Right.
So if we don't take care about the wealth in ourselves, it's going to be a mess. So 2020 gave us that opportunity to refresh our mind. And from that point, the real estate focus on wellness started to getting like a spin and growing so fast. So in some cases, just like a branding name that some developers use. But I think like the most important is to create communities. Communities that with the real estate we support with the spaces aligned to wellness. That we have water, that we have planted trees, that we don't take out all the trees, that we can walk and we can enjoy our life inside of a community.
Right.
And the houses that we build inside, that we provide with technology that can support us to our wellness. We can go for a lot of things of wellness. I think the most important thing is to provide as developers the condition to improve ourselves and our wellness. With amenities, not so many amenities, because sometimes to have so many amenities increase the cost of the HOA.
Exactly.
So we need to take care about those issues.
Right. Make a balance.
Make a balance and try to find with the natural those spaces can improve the life of the people that live inside of these communities.
Right. And now, like, we're gonna go now a little bit with your project. What can you tell us about the project that you are not promoting, that you are creating on Chemuyil? What are the characteristics? What can we know about this project?
Well, in our project, we have a piece of land with 10,000 square meters, 10 hectares.
Yeah.
And in this project, we are working to integrate different concepts. First of all, we have the residence with the wellness concept. We have land that we're selling in this moment, land for investors that are looking to buy
there you go.
As an investment.
Right.
In a project that is going to have like that will have a concept. Then we have condominiums in a low density concept. We have the suites that is going to be like a concept with wellness, with water, spa, holistic area. And then the last area that we are going to develop is the commercial area with a fitness club. It's a fitness that belongs to the project, but we can receive people that live in Chemuyil.
Okay.
As I told you, we don't have so many commercial areas and not so many things inside of Chemuyil, so we have the space to create education, fitness, and experience stuff inside of the project. Okay. So that's our goal. In this moment, we already opened the roads. We're working on the roads, and we are doing slowly because we are trying to maintain the organic movement of without taking out the trees.
Right.
So we're working on that order.
Okay.
And something that is very important that we receive a pre-certification of our project of green destinations.
Okay.
So this pre-certification is like that we're doing all the process by the book, taking care about several issues.
Right.
So when we finish the project, we will provide a certification that some developers they don't do. So
right.
I think it's going to be a value for the people that will live there and that they have their investment with us.
Even like when you got this type of certifications on a product, and in this case with a project, with a real estate project, it just put your project at one level up. It's quite unique. Even if you are looking for example, on a land that is for investment right now, and you want to build something in a project that is like this, is not for everybody. And the value of the project not right now because it's real estate. People wanted to make money just like this, and it doesn't work that way. I'm telling my investors many times, but I wanted to reinforce that part. How this certification can help them in the future to, let's say, resell their land, or like just to make a huge make a house or something inside the project.
I think that I see it in two ways. One, the value for the people that will live inside of or the customers that we arrive to rent the housings or the suites. They will have a value that we usually don't find on the real estate projects in the area.
Right.
So the quality of living, the technology that is involved, that kind of issue will give us a value in the time that we have the property.
Okay.
I think it's like the most important thing.
Right.
Because the economic value of the property will increase in how the project will be developing. So it's gonna be in those two ways, because if there is people looking to enter to a project and make profit just in 1 year, I think this is not the project.
Yeah, exactly.
We are trying to find people that understand and they are looking to improve their quality of life,
exactly,
and their wealth.
Exactly.
For me, like the most important thing. I've been working in this project for the past 4 years, so I already invest in a lot of studies, and we receive invitation in several parts of the world to present this project, because it's a new concept, it's a new mindset, how to do developments in the area.
Right.
Another thing that we are bringing to the project is 3D printing. With concrete. It's like a new way of construction.
Okay.
That we use less resources.
Okay.
It costs around 30% less of regular construction.
Okay.
So I'll share you some links so you can understand about 3D construction.
Okay.
And we're bringing prefab homes, like tiny homes.
Ah, okay.
That they are already built in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
And we put it on our land. And basically, we don't destroy
the entire
surrounding of the land, and people can have their house in less than 120 days.
Wow, that's fast.
So it's fast. It's a new concept that we're seeing in all around the world, and I think that it's moment to bring this kind of tiny homes prefab to Riviera Maya.
Yeah, I just get my mind blowing. But if you guys need more information about the project, we can have like a Zoom with Enrique, because to explain, to give all the details of this magnificent project, for me it's better just to hear from Enrique and go on details if you guys are really interested to know first Chemuyil and see. And as he says, it's not for everybody. This project is focused on wealth and wellness as well. So it's just like leave us a comment so we can check that part with you. And if I can we mention like the value of the land right now, how much they need to invest or something?
Well, I just want to recap the name of the project, because I'm very excited. So sometimes I forgot the main thing. The name of the project is Sadu.
Yeah.
Sadu is the concept that I already explained. Is focused on wellness and technology applied to the construction and creating new communities in the Riviera Maya. And I decided to do it in Chemuyil because it's an affordable land.
I see. Okay.
We have the infrastructure, we have roads with concrete, we have energy. We're going to use solar energy, but we have energy from the city.
Right.
Okay, that's very important.
Sorry to interrupt you. Enrique yesterday sent me an article where you can find that in Chemuyil you got this huge energy plant that it helps to, I don't know if the word is improve the energy, but you don't wanna get lack of energy. So it also is a like very good infrastructure that you got in Chemuyil, no?
Yeah, that's some issue that we have and that people usually don't know.
Exactly.
But Tulum is getting problem with energy. And today the government built up a new substation. I don't know how to say it in English.
We're going to find it.
We have not in the project, it's near the project, so it doesn't affect anything about inside of our development, but we have energy provided from CFE, and we have water, is that you don't need to make like a pozo. You have energy from the city.
Right.
And we have the conditions to start develop new concepts in Sadu. And the walking distance to the ocean, I think, is one of the main things. And the access of 307 that we have at 3 minutes from our property.
Yeah. And the beaches. I mean, this part, guys, is beautiful. Like all Maya and Riviera, the sea, the beaches are beautiful. But in that area is one step above, if I can put it that way. But anyhow, is there something else that we can that you would like to add about the project that they might need to know about Sadu?
Well, in this moment, Sadu, we have like a pre-sale prices for early investors that they are looking. We already getting to the title in some area of the project is too big, so we are title. We can go to the title straight right away.
Oh, there you go.
So we have all the certainty for the investors. We have new area that we're inviting to investors that they can buy land and they can build their homes on a middle term. We're gonna open the project in February 2025.
Okay.
It's gonna be open. We are working in this moment. So I think it's for people that they're looking a new area in Riviera Maya. I think that they need to learn what's going on in Chemuyil.
Yeah.
Remember that timing is the most important thing in real estate.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you give like a concept with a wellness, with certification in a low density project, I think today is a good moment.
And he said to me yesterday, it's a wind project. Sadu always mentioned that on the videos. We are looking for like a wind project. Sadu is a wind project because of the green areas, the density that you can have in this huge land. They don't gonna remove all the trees, which is something super important for the new generations, for the past generations, because it's like you're coming from a big, like investors, they're coming sometimes from a big cities full of concrete, and sometimes they want to disconnect. They are looking for something that they don't really see on those huge cities. I mean, it's a quite different concept, but I believe this type of projects is a win. It's a win project.
Well, it's my life. Is where I have all my investment is in this land and in this concept. So my life and all my knowledge is in this project. So for me, it's like the most important project that I will be doing. Okay. And it's a project that we have, that I'm working in several locations around the world.
Okay.
So my plan is to jump to Costa Rica, to jump to Cabo San Lucas, to jump to San Miguel de Allende and Oaxaca. Those projects are on our pipeline, but today we are doing in Acumal, in Tulum area, in Chemuyil, and I invite everyone to get in touch with Osvaldo and get an interview with me so I can share you more information about Sadu.
Perfect. One question that is not in the script, but is very important for investors that they are. We got like people from the States, American citizens, Canadian citizens, that they don't really have pre-construction projects on those countries. What would be the advice for them if they imagine that they say, okay, I like Chemuyil, I like how Enrique speaks, but do they really gonna build this? How they can make sure the project is gonna get done?
Well, it's in my case, I'm doing it in phases. It's not a project that I'm going to do 100% in 1 month.
Okay.
It's a project that we explain to the investors the timing of each phases.
Okay.
So you will see the evolution of the different phases and how the project is going to be growing.
Okay.
So it's how we explain to the developers. It's like we have a balance between the land that we sell and the houses that we build. Okay. So that's the reason that we are testing with the new concepts
I see.
bring it to Riviera Maya, because it's what we see, what buyers are investing in all around the world. And in Riviera Maya, we don't have that kind of offer of real estate project. No? So I am very honest with my investors. It's a project that is going to take us time.
Right.
I have a delay of 1 year of my project.
Okay.
But I share with my investors, and they see what I'm doing.
Right. Okay.
They see the permits. They see like the legal aspects of the project. We have the guarantee of the land. We have partners that they are working on the land. So it is real estate development is time, and there are not the perfect project in all around the world.
Yeah.
But explaining to the investors and the buyers where we are and our background and the legal papers is the support that I can provide. And they buy land, they receive the title, and the project will be growing.
Yeah, exactly.
The area is growing. We have the conditions. The market is in our door. So that's
we got everything.
We have everything, and we have time.
And there's something that Enrique mentioned that for me is super important, which is the timing, right? The timing on real estate. Sometimes you get a little bit late, but if we talk with you guys and you see all the evolution, that would be like a perfect example for the project. And it's a very honest response, because sometimes if you see a time and they don't deliver on time, like why, and they start different excuses. Here is like we depends on different institutions with different things. So this is very, very important from Enrique. And last question that I wanted to ask to Enrique, which is like looking into the future of the Chemuyil and the Riviera Maya. It says, how do you envision Chemuyil and the Riviera Maya in the next 10 or 20 years if these sustainable programs are successful implemented? How do you see this future with this project that you are making and all the evolution on the Riviera Maya?
Well, as I told you from the beginning, the government is working very hard to establish new programs in the area based on the ONU Habitat program. So they are bringing those programs to the area. And we're seeing like the new developers, they have a new mindset.
Okay.
Because sometimes the government can push a lot of programs, but if the developers doesn't change their mindset, it's very hard. But the developers is changing their mindset, because we are getting new generation of developers, and we're receiving new generation of buyers that they are looking to find projects that they have certification and they have a congruence of what they offer and what they build.
Right. Okay.
And I think Chemuyil in the mean future, an example of a city, how to develop, because today we have a very low density, and the government is putting on the new program. And what we discover on the kind of buyers that we're receiving in Chemuyil, that they have that new mindset.
Right.
They are looking for sustainable, they are looking for wellness, and they are looking to improve their wealth. And the only way to do it is creating new communities with this kind of three points that I'm sharing you.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think like with all the information that we receive right now from Enrique, I hope you see the Chemuyil in a new perspective, how you can find this type of projects focused on wellness and green and community. And you guys leave us a comment if you want to like say something about the project. If you want to talk with Enrique, please just put it on the description. And that's it for this video. Something that we need to add.
You can invest with me on a piece of land starting in $50,000 US,
$50,000, 50,000 K. I mean, this is right now. There's not that type of price on the market. I'm telling you that it's quite low as Enrique says, but also like it was a word that it mentioned just a while ago. This area is like to see this future. It's like a merging area in Riviera Maya. So with that price, with the legal part that you can see with Enrique and on the channel, I believe it's a win-win for the investor and for you.
Yeah, it's not just on the middle of the jungle where I see a lot of projects that they are going on. Here we have infrastructure, we have concept, and we are walking distance to the ocean. So that issue, I think, will work.
Will work. Perfect. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this type of interviews with like important people from the real estate, if you like the real estate, please just leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the next video. Thank you, Enrique.
Thank you very much, Osvaldo. Thank you, everyone.